All right, YouTube. So today we're gonna be repairing this this LED light that I have. So this thing turns on. Right, you see, oops, that's a little bright, but it still turns on, but it dies real fast. All right, so that's the issue here. So it dies. It says that it's at 100%, but it really isn't. This thing will die probably like in 10 minutes of having it on. Even if I have it at 1%, it'll still die fairly quickly. So today our goal is to fix it. So this is the DigiPower. Let me turn it off. Let me get you guys some focus. So there's a DigiPower. There's a model number here. So we're going to be replacing the battery, guys. So let's go ahead and let's not waste any time. Let's get started. So first thing we want to do is remove this plastic that's on top of it. So it's like the diffuser. So this thing is glued on. I took it off already just to see what kind of battery I need to order. But basically, it's glued around. All right. Kind of messed it up when I took it off last time. All right. So basically it has glue all around. And it's going all around the edge right here, right? So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that we're going to take off. I have a little cheap screwdriver here. Let's just use it to not waste any time. I'll show you this one more screw here. So it's 5 screws in total. Okay, so we have all those screws off. I'm gonna grab this. I'm just gonna pry this off. So we want to pry. You guys see there's some buttons here. We're gonna pry, kind of lifting up on this side, and then kind of pulling it out. Okay. Now we're gonna break the. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, there you go. I'll just grab one of these LEDs. Come here. I had it already. So I'm gonna stick this in here. And you can just, oh, there you go. All right. So I just do that here. And we're gonna take this off. You guys be careful when this button comes out. Make sure you put it to the side. And here we have our battery, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this tape that's here because we're gonna use it again. I just put it over here. And there's another piece. So what I did was I just started gently prying it to get off. Be careful, guys. I will warn you, if you rip this, you can cause a fire, cause it to explode. You do not want to do that. So here, there's two terminals here. You have one here and then one over here. We're gonna just rip this off, guys. We're gonna rip it off from these points. You'll see right now. Okay. So we ripped it off at the points. One of them came off. The other one is still stuck on the board. So what we're gonna do now is remove that one that's stuck on the board. I'm just gonna use these pliers to kind of try to take it off. There you go. We got that one. So all we're doing is cleaning this up, guys. We want to just make sure that we take off as much of that as possible. We're gonna solder on here instead of okay, so this was like this. Okay, guys, so we have negative on this side and positive on this side. Our replacement battery is here. Let's see, make sure we put it on the correct So yeah, so here we go, negative. So it's pretty much the same thing, you know, we just have to flip them over. So this is a model that I got off of Amazon. You guys can see that here. Hopefully you guys can see. Actually this way. So it says PL 606090, 3.7 volts at 400 milliamps. This one is a TY 606090, 3.7 volts, 400 milliamp at 14.8 watt hours. So this is our old battery. It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bulgy or whatever. I guess it just, maybe it was just sitting for a while. I don't know why I messed up, to be honest. I'm gonna put that to the side. And then our new battery, we want to remove this Captain tape because we want to take off this BMS board that's on here. See, you can see there's a little board on here. The old battery doesn't have a board, so we need to remove that board. This is if you're gonna use it like on a RC car or whatever, MP3 player, whatever else that this battery belongs inside of. So right now we're gonna remove this Captain tape. Just be very careful, guys. You're playing with oh shit! I fucked that up right there. This is a lithium-ion battery. These things can be very, very dangerous. If you don't know what you're doing, probably just don't even mess with it. This is just a video of me doing it. It's not a tutorial. This is if you have experience and you want to know what fixing something like this is like, then you can go ahead and watch this video. But this is not for beginners, guys. If you don't know what you're doing, please don't even don't play with batteries like this, because you can get hurt. I've started fires before with these with lithium-ion batteries. Thankfully, I was able to put them out. But it's a warning, guys. These things ain't no joke. So I'm just cutting away the Captain tape, making sure I don't puncture the battery. Okay, so now I want to make sure I don't rip these tabs off when I'm taking off the BMS, guys, because I'm going to solder onto those. So it's very important that I'm very, very careful with this. Damn it. All right, we got one. We got our tab good. Tab's looking good. This one I kind of messed up when I was cutting through the Captain tape. I kind of cut this one. Ah, shit. All right, we got the other one. These should be fine. They should be usable. All right. So now, guys. So what's our next move, you guys say? Or you guys might ask. I don't have a little welder to weld this on, but I do have a soldering iron, so. But as you guys can see on the board, I don't know if you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see. It says, on this one it says B+. And on this one it says B- up there. So we know that's our negative, and this is a positive. Okay, guys. I'm gonna leave this tape. We're gonna hopefully this should be sticky enough to hold on to it. And we have a BMS here in case we need it. All right, a little BMS for one of these batteries. Go hold on to that. All right, now make sure you don't put this on metal. This is silicon. Make sure you don't rest it on the metal case, because you'll short the battery and you'll start a fire, guys. So be very careful right now where you're resting this battery. It can be very, very, very dangerous. All right. We have a soldering iron, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some solder to both of these, and then we're gonna solder it on. The first. Actually, let me get some flux. Let me make sure we have some flux for this. We're using a Steri V3 TF. It's good stuff right here, guys. I'm only using this little thing here because it just pushes air and then he'll stay coming out even after I stop pushing it in. It's like the pressure gets stuck in it. So all I do is I grab something to push it, and then we're just gonna add a little drop here. So we'll add a drop here. I think I put too much, but it's fine. We'll clean it up right now. All right. So we have our solder at solder iron at 350. All right, guys, that's how much solder we're gonna put on there. Remember, this is a battery. We do not want to heat it up for too long. All right, guys, now we're just gonna heat this up. And hopefully it just sticks. Here, let's add some flux first. Then I'll add a little bit of flux. All right, guys, let's see what happens here. All right, that looks pretty good. That side looks good. This side right here is the one that's kind of worrying me a bit. It's a little. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll get a phone call. Let's do this side, guys. That looks pretty good. Let me try it. All right, it's working, guys. It's at a whole different color, but it's working. Although it does say the battery is not charged, which is probably a good thing. The screen was a little bit broken already, so we're not worried about that. But all right, guys, I think we are finished. Although I feel like this battery, these posts are a little bit, it's a little bit too much that way. But I mean, we'll see, guys. We'll see how this works right now. So we cleaned it up. We're gonna have to tape back just to cover these. I guess it was to cover these connections here. We'll cover that up, and then we'll just put it back in. So I'm gonna make sure we add our 2 buttons. Just remove this solder here. All right, get this out of the way. We're gonna add 1 button that goes in here. My fat fingers. Oh, they're not helping her. Let's see. That one's in. And then we have this other button. Okay, remember for that to put in these little thingies. The battery is not fitting. Damn, I knew it. Maybe we'll make it fit. We have to force it in a little bit, guys, because this battery was set like perfectly center, and the new battery had this stick like more over here, so then it was like a little bit sticking out more than this one was from the. So say this one was centered, the other one ended up being a little bit more over here on the board, but we got it in there, guys. I mean, this was actually a real easy fix. If it ends up working right now, we'll charge it, and then we'll see if it holds the charge. But like I said, guys, if you don't know what you're doing with these batteries, do not even try messing with them. Like I said, they can explode on you. You will burn your house down. So if you don't know, you actually are gonna try it. At least have like a fire extinguisher next to you or something, just in case you mess up and you accidentally puncture it or accidentally short it. These batteries get angry when they get shorted. And I'm gonna go ahead and here we'll just put on this. You know what? I have some glue I have some glue. I mean, this should be fine actually. This should hold. This should actually hold. So we're just gonna put this back. Look, it was never taken off. Just make sure you get it in. Press it down. You can add some new adhesive strips, so you can be a little bit more secure. But this actually works for our purpose for now. Yeah, guys, it's working. It does show that it's dead. Let me grab a charger. So yeah, it shows the battery is low. The screen was a little damaged before we started, so I guess it's just a little like black spot here that was already there before I started. But yeah, this is a simple fix for the DigiPower 135 LED RGB video light, model number DP-VL-RGB 135. And this was an easy fix, as you guys can see. As long as you know what you're doing, you have a soldering iron, you have some flux, some solder, and yeah, guys, you guys can fix your own power supply too. All right, guys, so get no picture for the video, for the thumbnail. Yeah, guys, see you guys on the next one. Peace.